recovered from the hassle and intimidation of my flight, I'm feeling a little bit guilty. So I'm going to go and see someone about carbon offsetting, and this time I've taken the train.
My name's Richard Wistons and I run a charity called the Sea Change Trust. We help businesses to reduce their carbon emissions, and we ask them for donations, and we support sustainable projects in this country which will reduce emissions in the future. There's no education involved in traditional carbon offsetting. You simply pay a price and someone tells you that you're carbon neutral, and I think that's a load of old hogwash, which is one of the reasons why the Sea Change Trust is coming at the carbon issue from another angle. We want to connect with businesses, and we do want them to acknowledge that they have a carbon footprint, but we're not going to greenwash them by saying you're carbon neutral, you've erased your footprint or anything like that. We're just going to say, okay, that's your carbon footprint, what are we going to do about it?
So I'm feeling a bit guilty about my flights to Geneva last month. What can you do about it?
Well, we can't take away the guilt or the pollution, but what we can do is that we can use your donation to put towards our projects, and hopefully inspire change in industry. That's where it needs to change. Industry needs to change. People aren't going to stop travelling, but we can make people a lot more aware about how they're travelling and get them to travel a lot less. There is an amount of carbon dioxide the world can reabsorb, but we're way over that at the moment, and if we continue to expand flying, then it's going to get bad.
So how can we put pressure on companies?
To put pressure on big companies, well, the first thing you can do is stop buying their products and encourage other people to do the same. You can run campaigns about this company and try and shame them into changing their behaviour. And if all else fails and they're absolutely dead set on ruining our environment, then sometimes I think you just have to take direct action on them.
Since I was shown an interest in activism, Rich suggested that I might like to go to a demonstration in London. So I said I'd go and do some filming. Just hope I don't get arrested.
My name's Tamsin Omond, and I'm here, I suppose I'm here because I got involved in Plain Stupid a year ago, but I'm here today on behalf of the Stop Heathrow expansion campaign. Plain Stupid is a direct action group whose pledge is to bring the aviation industry back down to earth. It was created about 3 years ago when there wasn't any anti-aviation campaigning. It wasn't really seen as an environmental issue, and basically Plain Stupid has managed single-handedly to bring it onto the environmental agenda. What we need all industries to be cutting back their carbon emissions, but instead the aviation industry, BAA, is planning to expand 24 airports. Obviously that's absolutely unfeasible in this time of climate crisis.
Getting off the tube, when virtually the whole tube got off, gave me a fantastic feeling, and as we were all going up the stairs, I thought, this is great. I don't know anybody here, but we're all one. We're all here for the same purpose, and it just has a buzz about it and a great feeling.
So I'm Josh Garman, and I'm a campaigner against the expansion of Heathrow Airport. And there's thousands of us here today, local residents and environmentalists, people from all over London, who have come to protest against the third runway, which would lead to the demolition of an entire community and cause more noise, more air pollution and more climate change.
I've come from the sea because the mer people
are really worried about warming oceans, which lead to bleaching of corals and lead to algae blooms that take over and kill off the ocean. And we've come here to ask the humans to stop being so selfish, flying when they don't need it, and basically filling the atmosphere with CO2, which is causing loads of problems for everybody in the sea and out of it. What about surfers?
In the other,
Surfers. Surfers are lovely because they come out and campaign against things like sewage and they do. I think they really do care about the oceans. But I do worry that they, like a lot of people, fly to tropical places without thinking about what they're doing, what that flight is doing to the oceans. And if they're not careful, they're going to have nowhere to fly to because the islands will be submerged underwater.
Protesters enjoy your hall.
Well, to expand aviation at this time and to destroy this beautiful village for a runway for planes which we can't even fuel, I think it's a waste of money and it's destroying all these people's region for no reason at all.
Yeah, so this army of activists that varies from the WI and the National Trust through to the local residents, through to Greenpeace, Friends of the Earth, and the RSPB and people like Playing Stupid and the Climate Camp, all here in different numbers from different places to form this massive no, hopefully the world's biggest no, to go in the Guinness Book of Records. And we've got cameras up filming it from above, so we should see some pictures from above.
Do we want a third runway? No! Do we want a sixth terminal? No! Do we want climate change? No! I will be sorry.